Let me tell you something that hit me hard last winter. I was standing in the grocery store staring at a small mesh bag of garlic, $4.99 for maybe 8 small heads. And I thought to myself, I grew that. I could have grown 100 of these for pennies. That's when I realized most gardeners are doing garlic all wrong. You plant a few cloves, get maybe 10 heads and call it a win. Then you spend $50 a year buying garlic at the store. I was that gardener. Until I figured out the method that changed everything. Last season, I planted 1 container. 1. About the size of a 5-gallon bucket. I harvested 50 heads of garlic. 50. From a single container. Enough to cook every single day for an entire year. By the end of this video, you'll see the container I used, the soil mix that worked, the planting depth that doubled my harvest, and the one mistake that cost me 10 heads my first year. Stick around for step 3. That's where everything changed for me. Before we start, quick question. Do you already grow garlic? Drop yes in the comments if you do. Drop no if you're just learning. Drop teach me if you're ready to take notes. I read every single one. Let's get into it. We're counting down from 5 to 1. These 5 steps will take you from 0 to 50 heads. Most people grab whatever garlic is sitting in the produce section and plant it. That's the first mistake. I made it myself my first year. I planted those little grocery store cloves, watered them all winter, and ended up with heads smaller than my thumb. Total waste of time. Here's what they don't tell you. Supermarket garlic is often treated with growth inhibitors to keep it from sprouting on the shelf. It's also soft-neck varieties bred for shelf life, not for yield. You plant it, it grows, but you get small heads. Maybe 5 or 6, not 50. What you need is hard-neck garlic. Specifically varieties like German Extra Hardy, Music, or Chestnut Red. These are the workhorses. They produce large heads, 8 to 12 cloves each, and they're incredibly productive in containers. When I switched to hard-neck garlic, my harvest doubled overnight. Here's another thing. Hard-neck garlic produces something called scapes, those curly flower stalks that come up in early summer. You cut them off, and they're delicious. Sauté them, make pesto, even sell them at the farmer's market. But here's the real trick. Cutting the scapes forces the plant to put all its energy into the bulb, not into flowers, into the head of garlic you'll harvest. Hardneck garlic stores just as well as softneck when cured properly. 8 months easily, sometimes longer. Buy your seed garlic from a reputable source. Don't use grocery store garlic. Look for certified disease-free bulbs. Seed garlic costs about $1 per bulb. You'll harvest 50 heads. That's $50 worth of garlic from $1 investment. They pay for themselves 50 times over. One thing to remember. Order your seed garlic in summer. The best varieties sell out fast. Don't wait until planting time or you'll be left with whatever's left over. Coming up next, the container. This soil mix is the reason my garlic didn't rot. I lost 10 heads before I figured this out. Don't make my mistake. Stick with me. The container is where most container garlic goes wrong. People think bigger is better. They use huge pots, waste soil, and end up with wet roots and rot. I did this. I had a beautiful large pot, filled it with expensive soil, planted my garlic, and watched it rot before spring. All that time, all that money, nothing to show for it. Here's the truth. Garlic needs depth, not width. The roots go down, not out. You want a container that's at least 10 inches deep. 12 is better. A 5-gallon bucket works perfectly. So does a nursery pot. Don't have a bucket? A deep nursery pot works. Even a milk crate lined with landscape fabric works. Just make sure it's at least 10 inches deep. But here's the non-negotiable. Drainage holes. Garlic will rot faster than any other vegetable if it sits in water. Drill at least 6 holes in the bottom. If you're using a bucket, drill them yourself. Now the soil mix. This is critical. This mix holds moisture so you don't have to water every day, but it also drains fast enough that your garlic won't rot. 50% high-quality compost, not bagged potting soil. Actual compost. This provides the nutrients garlic needs to form those large heads. 30% coconut coir or peat moss. This holds moisture without compacting. Garlic roots need consistent moisture, but they also need air. 20% perlite. This creates air pockets so roots can breathe and expand. Mix these together in a wheelbarrow or large tub. The finished mix should feel light and fluffy. When you squeeze it, it should clump slightly but fall apart when you poke it. Here's the mistake that kills half the harvest. Do not add fertilizer to your initial mix. Garlic is a moderate feeder. Too much nitrogen early on creates huge leaves and tiny bulbs. The compost has everything it needs for the first few months. You'll fertilize later, at the right time. One thing to remember, fill your container to within 2 inches of the rim. The soil will settle, and you'll need room for mulch later. Next up, planting depth. Planting depth alone can double your harvest. I'll show you proof, my first year versus my second year. Stick with me. Planting depth is the difference between 30 heads and 50. Here's what most gardeners do. They push a clove an inch into the soil and cover it up. The plant grows, but the bulb stays shallow. It doesn't have room to expand. You end up with small heads, loose cloves, and a disappointing harvest. I learned this the hard way. My first year, I planted shallow, and my bulbs were pathetic. The next year, I went deeper, and everything changed. Here's how. Separate your garlic bulbs into individual cloves a day before planting. Leave the papery skin on. That's important. Don't peel them. The skin protects the clove during its long winter nap. Now here's the technique. Plant each clove 4 to 6 inches deep. Pointy end up, flat end down. That's non-negotiable. If you plant it upside down, it will still grow, but the head will be misshapen and smaller. In a standard 5-gallon bucket, you can fit 10 to 12 cloves. Space them about 4 inches apart. They need room to swell. Crowd them and you get small heads. Here's the trick that doubled my harvest. Plant some of your cloves in a separate container, spaced closer, for green garlic. Pull them early when they're like large scallions. They're delicious in spring stir-fries. And by pulling them early, you give the remaining cloves more space to mature. Cover the cloves with soil. Water them in thoroughly. Then add a layer of mulch. Straw works great. 2 inches thick. This insulates the soil, keeps moisture consistent, and prevents weeds. Your garlic will push right through it in spring. One thing to remember. Plant after the first frost but before the ground freezes. In most climates, that's October or November. Garlic needs a cold period to form bulbs. It's called vernalization. Without it, you'll get one giant clove instead of a head. Here's where most people mess up. Step 2 is where I lost 10 heads. I'll show you exactly what I did wrong so you don't repeat it. Stay with me. Here's something that changed how I think about growing garlic. Most vegetables you plant in spring and harvest in fall. Garlic is the opposite. You plant it before winter and it sleeps through the cold. When spring comes, it wakes up hungry. It's been waiting all winter to grow. There's something powerful about planting in autumn. You're putting food in the ground when everything else is dying back. You're making a promise that next summer there will be harvest. That's not just gardening. That's thinking ahead. That's feeding your family when everyone else is still waiting for spring. With that in mind, let's get into step 2. This is where most people lose half their harvest. Watering garlic is simple. Until it's not. Here's the schedule. After planting, water deeply once, then leave it alone. The soil should be moist but not wet. Overwatering in winter causes rot. Underwatering is rarely a problem in cool weather. In spring, when the shoots emerge, start watering regularly. Aim for 1 inch of water per week. Stick your finger in the soil. If the top 2 inches are dry, water. Here's where people mess up. They keep watering into summer the same way they watered in spring. Then their garlic gets wet feet and the bulbs rot in the ground. I lost 10 heads my first year doing exactly this. When the lower leaves start yellowing, stop watering. This is usually late June or July. The plant is telling you it's done. The bulbs are forming. Too much water now will reduce storage life and can cause splitting. Now fertilizing. This is the secret to huge heads. In spring, when shoots are 6 inches tall, give your garlic a boost. Use a balanced liquid fertilizer diluted to half strength. Fish emulsion works. Compost tea works. Even diluted Miracle-Gro works if that's what you have. 2 weeks later, do it again. Then, when the plants start forming scapes, switch to a fertilizer higher in phosphorus and potassium. Look for something like 5-10-10. This supports bulb development, not leaf growth. Apply once more and then stop. No fertilizer after the scapes are cut. Here's the mistake that cost me 10 heads my first year. I kept fertilizing too late. The plants grew huge leaves and the bulbs never swelled. They put all their energy into green growth instead of what I actually wanted. I had beautiful garlic tops and tiny bulbs underneath. One thing to remember, watch the leaves. When they start to yellow, stop everything. No water, no fertilizer. Let the garlic finish on its own. Step 1 is where 90% of home gardeners ruin months of work. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Watch for the sign that tells you it's time. Pay close attention. This is where most home garlic growers ruin months of work. They pull too early and the bulbs are small. They pull too late and the cloves have separated and the garlic won't store. Either way, they lose. I've done both. It's heartbreaking to tend something for 8 months and pull up disappointment. Here's the sign you're waiting for. When the lower leaves turn brown and the upper leaves are still green, you're in the harvest window. Typically, this is mid to late summer, about 8 to 10 months after planting. Don't wait until all the leaves are brown. By then, the bulbs have started to split. They won't store. They'll be fine to eat immediately, but you won't have garlic for winter. You'll have fresh garlic that needs to be used in weeks. Here's the test. Gently brush away the soil from one bulb. If the head is full and the cloves are plump, it's time. If the head is still small, cover it back up and wait another week. When you harvest, don't pull. Use a garden fork to loosen the soil around the bulbs. Lift them gently. Garlic bruises easily, and bruises lead to rot in storage. I've lost entire heads to bruises I didn't even notice at harvest. Now here's the most important step, curing. Lay your garlic in a single layer in a warm, dry, well-ventilated spot, not in direct sun. A shaded porch works. A garage with a fan works. Let them sit for 2 to 3 weeks. You'll know the garlic is cured when the skins rustle like paper. When you can rub them and hear that dry crackle, they're ready to store. After curing, cut the stems to about 1 inch above the bulb. Trim the roots. Brush off any loose soil, but don't wash them. Washing removes the protective skins and reduces storage life. Now you have 50 heads of garlic, enough to cook every day for a year, enough to give to neighbors, enough to plant next season, enough to know that no matter what happens with food prices, you've got garlic. That's it. That's how you grow 50 heads of garlic in one container. Stick around. I want to show you what 50 heads of garlic looks like after curing. You now have the 5 steps that take you from 0 to 50 heads of garlic in one container. Choose the right variety. Use the right container and soil mix. Plant at the right depth and spacing. Water and fertilize at the right times. Harvest and cure correctly. Do these things and you'll never buy garlic again. Think about what that means. No more $5 bags at the grocery store. No more running out in January. No more wondering if the garlic on the shelf was grown halfway across the world months ago. Just your garlic, grown in your soil. Harvested at its peak, ready whenever you need it. There's something satisfying about pulling up a head of garlic you planted 8 months ago. It feels like winning. Like you beat the system. Like you figured out something the grocery store doesn't want you to know. If this video taught you something new, subscribe to the channel. Every week we explore practical ways to grow more food with less work. Things that save you money. Things that feed your family. Things that outlast you. And drop a comment and tell me, are you planting garlic this year? What variety are you trying? I read every single response. See you in the next one.